Hey, Palos Bible Church. I am here with Zach Sisk. He is our new worship leader. I just want to take a few moments to introduce him and for you guys to get to know him and hear his heart. So, Zach, what are some things that you want to tell us about yourself? Tell us why you're excited to be here at Palos.
Yeah, so I'm super excited to be able to get involved in a church. So one thing about me is I've been traveling with the Olivet. So where I went to school, Olivet Nazarene University, I've been traveling with a thing called ministry teams. It's where the school sends out worship bands. So I'm traveling with a worship band and they send us to just to lead worship at camps, at churches, and at retreats. And it's a blast. It's an opportunity for PR for the school, as well as for me, it was a good experience for the opportunity to eventually do something like this. And it's a blast. It's a lot of fun. But one thing that I did realize was missing is just the ability to be integrated into one church. And that's because we're out traveling a lot on the weekend in the semester, as well as for weeks over the summer. And so here I'm excited to be able to get integrated into one church, to get to know the congregation and the people that I'm working with, to develop relationships, and that just makes fellowship special on a whole nother level, and to be able to just worship with a church that I know well.
Awesome. Yeah, something I've really liked about this whole process of us getting to know each other more is that it seems like it's going to be really mutually beneficial. You know, we are for sure going to be blessed by you and you leading us into worship, but also we can be a blessing to you, and that really excites me a lot. That's really neat. Well, what's something that another question is, what is something that kind of drew you into leading worship? Like, how did you get started in that? Why?
Yeah, so I guess as far as music wise, I've grown up in a family that loves music, that has some musical talent and stuff, and so I've always just kind of developed a passion and a love for music. And then, especially in high school, I started to really learn to love just using music to worship God. And I realized that for me, worship was one of my favorite areas, I guess you could say, of the Christian faith, of church, that I felt like I could just offer praise to God and feel close and just develop my relationship, offer thanks and praise to Him for what He's done in my life, as well as learn more from Him just by worshiping Him. In addition to learning in the Word and stuff like that. So it's become something that I've loved, something that is just special to me, and so I kind of grew excited and wanted to be able to share that experience with other people and lead others in that.
Yeah, it's pretty neat how like your natural abilities and interests kind of helped you and grew you closer to God.
Yeah.
Well, here at Palos, everybody knows that Ephesians chapter 2 is one of my favorite passages in the whole Bible. So what's one of your favorite passages?
So one of mine, to get to know a little bit about me, I've always been a very anxious person, one who is anxious for whether it's bad or it's good. So learning to trust God and to find peace through Him and His strength and provisions for me is one thing that I will always strive to work on in my faith. And so one verse that is well known but has always spoke to me very well and has probably been my go-to and my favorite is Philippians 4:6. Talks about, do not be anxious about anything, but through prayer and petition with thanksgiving present your requests to God. And then just the idea, the second part of the verse, even more so, that the peace that transcends all understanding can be offered to us, and will guard our hearts. And so that has been always something that's comforting to me, but also just like I'm in awe of the fact that a peace that we can't understand is something that God offers, and that in the times that I'm worried or anxious, whether it's something fun coming up or something that I'm nervous about, I can find peace through Jesus.
That's a super timely message too,
Yeah.
right? Like it's crazy that even right now you bring that passage up, and I mean for me, I'm sure for people watching as well, this is it's giving me goosebumps just thinking about like how relevant that message is even right now. So as we think about right now? I mean, you're a college kid. You're losing a whole semester, but what is something that has really helped ground you in your faith, even in this time right now?
Yeah, I would say it's just trusting God for the future. That's I guess just something that is never, or is not always easy, but something that like I've always like strived to do, and I feel like I've always been able to trust, like even though I may not understand what's to come about of this, or I'm anxious about, you know, I'm gone for a semester, classes are very different now, but trusting that like I love that my professors like are putting all that they can into it, and like God has blessed me with that and blessed me with family to be home with, and so just like trusting Him in His ability to like pull us through this time, as well as just being thankful for like for what I have. So to be home, I don't get to be home a lot because I've traveled for the past 2 years. So being thankful for being home, spending a lot of extra time at home, has been a blessing. To be with family, to take a time to like relax and stuff, has just been something to like hold on to.
That's awesome. In every situation, right? We gotta be thankful. That's really cool. Well, thanks for doing this, allowing us to get to know you a little bit more. Just last question, and this is really important to me. What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Ooh, that's a good one. Some people would say I'm boring, but I just like the vanilla with the M&Ms.
Ooh,
that
okay.
is
all right.
my
Plain
go-to
and simple, huh?
every time.
All right. Awesome. Well, Payless, I hope that you are excited about getting to know Zach some more. I'm thrilled with the man that he is, the heart that he has, and I just can't say enough good about him. So I am looking forward to these next few weeks, you getting to know Zach some more, and for us to continue to worship God, even though we're scattered, even though we're not together physically. And look, we're even doing social distancing right now. But even though we're scattered, we can still be the church. We are still the church, and we'll continue to worship God no matter where we're at. So we'll continue to move forward. All right, we're excited, and we'll talk with you soon.